Hey, good morning, everybody. This is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Obviously, if you've been outside, you know some light rain has moved into the area. As expected, the light rain started right around 7 to 8 a.m. There are some little lulls in the activity, and this is kind of the pattern today. We're going to see light rain, maybe a brief break with some drizzle, then more rain. But you can see the heaviest stuff is still back to the southwest, and it's this stuff down in Georgia and moving into the upstate of South Carolina. It's going to roll in right around lunchtime, it looks like, maybe 11 or 12 o'clock. There are some signs that we might get into a bigger break maybe after 3 o'clock. The only lightning strikes I'm seeing right now are down in central Georgia, so at least that's good news. There's no cloud to ground lightning with this, just a light, chilly rain right now that's going to last until probably early afternoon. You can see the wider view, temperatures in the mid-60s out there. There is a nice break back here. Remember, a lot of this moisture to the south, though, is streaming up from the south and is going to be in here shortly. But I want to take a look at the severe weather outlook today, because we're kind of right on the edge of the slight risk, that yellow area, and in the green it's kind of a low threat. So we're still got a threat for some stronger storms. The bigger threat's going to be over here in Kentucky and Tennessee, and what we have to watch for later today, there's going to be a warm front setting up right along in here somewhere, and that's where that yellow line, actually let me change the color, it'll be easier to see. I'll put the warm front in red. You can see the warm front's going to set up in here, and if it starts moving back to the north, then we're going to see some strong storms develop over here and kind of move right along it and then down into South Carolina. I think really light down in here is probably a better bet as we go into the afternoon. And as we look at the model data, we'll kind of show you how that unfolds. This is the short range model that we use called the NAM, and you can see this morning into the early afternoon we've got our pockets of rain. And again, you can see even when the rain lets up, there's going to be quite a bit of drizzle around through the afternoon hours. But what we have to watch for is this evening. As we go out into the future, this is actually after 8 o'clock tonight, we see some strong storms develop over here in the Tennessee Valley, and those strong storms are the ones that have the potential to be severe as they push to the east. Watch as these move to the east and then move into northern Georgia and the upstate of South Carolina. This is the cluster of storms we have to watch. Now, right now, it would appear that this is going to pass just to the south of us down in this area, but it really depends on where that warm front sets up later this afternoon. So when you look at the radar, let me turn on the temperatures, and I can kind of see where that warm front is. Notice that it's shifted to the north here, up here just north of Charlotte. So the warm front's right in here now. So these storms are going to ride down in this general area. So let me go back to the radar, and we'll put this out. We'll go, this is just about 9 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock, and into the overnight hours, we start getting towards midnight, and then 1 a.m., you can see those strong storms pass to the south. So we might look out and see these storms stay away from us, but during the overnight hours, there might be a pretty good cluster of storms. You can see it moving down through South Carolina and then off to the east. So we're going to be watching this very carefully today, and I'll be honest with you, the thing that I'm going to keep an eye on all afternoon long is going to be, where is that warm front setting up? And as I go back, I'll show you this afternoon, that warm front just kind of sitting right on the state line. And that's the thing we have to watch going into the afternoon hours. But for now, the good news is just a cold rain out there. Really no threat of severe weather, at least right now. The problem is going to be later this afternoon and into the evening. So I wouldn't call it a total washout today, because there will be some breaks, but it's just going to feel like it's raining a lot more than it actually is. Of course, I'll be on air today starting at 6 o'clock on NBC Charlotte. I'll keep things up to date on Facebook and Twitter. And of course, if there's any watches or warnings, you'll hear it first on Facebook and my page, as well as the Weathercaster app or WCNC.com. Have a great Saturday, and please try to stay dry and try to stay warm.